Thanks very much, Verity. Now, certainly no signs of a white Christmas yet. It's feeling rather mild for November. Lily is here now with an update. So how has November looked so far?
Well, as you say, temperatures haven't been too bad, around average for the time of year. But one thing that does stand out when we look at the weather we've had so far is it has been quite dry. And we had that spell of grey weather, didn't we? But not much wet weather. And normally, November and December are the wettest months of the year. It rains on average about 20 days in November. So I think that's about 2 days for every 3. But so far this month, we haven't really had much rainfall. These here are the stats from 9 a.m. this morning. So 4 millimetres across the month so far in Jersey and 2 millimetres in Guernsey. Now, to put that into some perspective, normally by halfway through the month, which we're almost at, we'd have more like 50 millimetres of rain. So it has really been on the dry side. Not too much to complain about if you don't like the wet weather. And the reason for that is because high pressure has been sitting over us, keeping at bay the weather fronts that bring us the rain.
And by my reckoning, it's been sort of small coat weather so far. Are we heading into big coat territory soon?
I would say so. Into next week, may need to get a few extra layers on because it is looking to get a bit cooler and we could have some rain on its way as well. So if you like wet weather, we maybe have some of that coming. At the moment, we've had high pressure sitting over us. That's why it's been dry, as I said. But notice what happens when we go through the week. High pressure is moving away and low pressure is coming in, bringing this weather front here you can see on the blue line. So that's likely to mean wet weather and some rain from Sunday. And then behind that, see the lighter blue colours here? That shows we're into slightly cooler air from Sunday and into next week. And the reason for that is we've got northerly winds blowing down cooler Arctic air. So as Keelan says, probably a good idea to start getting a few jumpers at the ready as we head into next week, as temperatures will start to take a little dip. But let's get all the details now. Here's your full weather forecast. Well, it was rather cloudy for most of the day, but the sun did try and break that up, desperately trying to peek through there. So we had a slightly brighter end to what was overall quite a grey picture. But for some breaks and some brighter scenes, we've had some lovely sunrises and sunsets over the last few days as well. Thank you to everybody who sent their photos in. And in terms of the weather that's to come into tomorrow, a similar picture really, cloudy with some brighter spells. And hopefully we should see a touch more in the way of sunshine a bit earlier in the day tomorrow. A few spots of rain or very light showers possible, but it is going to be dry for the most part. Any rain shouldn't be too heavy or long lasting, and we've got light winds once again tomorrow, so a calm day to come. Tonight then, it's looking like there could be a few spots of rain about and a few clear spells here and there, but it will generally be clouding over. The wind staying light but swapping around to a slightly more southerly direction, and we're expecting minimum temperatures of around 7 and 8 degrees. So tomorrow, quite a similar picture in that there will be some patchy cloud around, but as I said, this should break up a touch more readily. So as we enter early afternoon, hopefully some bright and even sunny periods. As I said, a few spits and spots of rain, but no heavy wet weather to come. And similar field temperature wise with highs of 12 degrees and the winds generally light around a force 2 to force 3 coming from that southerly direction. So let's get our times of high water then between 5:30 and 6:30 in the morning, and later on between around 6 and 6:30 with the sea temperature at 14.4 degrees. So looking ahead to the weekend then, we can see we have got some bright weather for the most part on Saturday, quite a similar day to Friday, but a touch sunnier, clouding over for Sunday and turning unsettled into next week.